Hello again. Now let's bring you this story about entertainment venues have become rather unsafe for women. And in light of this, a women's only pop-up event venue has been set up in Soweto this Women's Day. The venue seeks to promote women's joy, belonging and freedom without any hesitation or interference. The campaign is being held under the theme, You Belong. eNCA reporter Theodor Mashele is out there in Soweto this hour and is going to be giving us another update. I know, Theo, you told us earlier you've been half invited. You can't even put a toe inside that venue, but it looks like action is picking up. There's still the excitement of this first ever type of pop-up venue for women.
Look, Braden, the action is definitely picking up right now, but we are still half invited, unfortunately. We are outside still, as you can see, just by the door. So all we can do is kind of look in and see exactly what is happening. But if you can look inside there, you will be able to see that it is actually happening and picking up. People have been flocking in. Ladies have been looking more beautiful by the second. So there is all these beautiful ladies gathered together. And one of the things that are really interesting about this concept is the fact that they even wrote somewhere, I think, that you can leave your drinks unattended in here because no one is going to spike you. So that is one of the most interesting concepts I have ever had, because now it's all ladies in the club. So there will be no need for anybody to be drugging or date raping or spiking anybody, which is one of the issues that this particular event with the women's only pop-up club is supposed to highlight. Now I am joined with me here by Nomthi VT, who is an influencer and one of the patrons, I understand, to this concept. Sis Nomthi, you look beautiful and happy Women's Day.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you for having. You definitely are half invited. This is only women only.
Look, I am enjoying it. I don't want to lie, because it's really interesting seeing something like this for the very first time. Can you please tell us about this concept in your words?
Well, this is a she-bean, meaning that it is women only. And what that does for us as women, especially on Women's Day, a day like this, where we just want to celebrate ourselves, feel comfortable, and sometimes, we just want to have a space. For us, things like girls' nights are a thing and girls' trips are a thing. So to have another space added to us is fantastic.
Why would you say these kind of activations should take place within the context of this country?
I think it's important for brands to be conscious of some of the challenges that we as women face. And we're very grateful to Brutal Fruit for bringing it up and giving us a space where we can just be ourselves and just, let ourselves down. Things like you mentioned, like you can't leave your drink lying around. You can't go to the bathroom by yourself. Those are some of the real issues as women that we face. And to have a space where we completely are ourselves, that's amazing.
So what are the features that were transformed today that stood out for you about this concept?
The space, number one, it looks absolutely amazing. It really is an amazing space. And just women belonging, women just doing their thing. Everyone is, no one's judging, no one's trying to do anything that, there's no competition. It's just like collaboration of women.
Yeah. What would you say to women out there, especially through this concept? What would you say to them in terms of Women's Day and advising them further when it comes to safety in clubs?
I would say to them, first of all, you need to get yourselves here if you're in the area. But second of all, I think it's something that we need to take into account as women, because we do. I mean, I don't go out by myself, for instance. I can't. But if I had a space like this somewhere nearby, I definitely would. And just a space where we can gather and be women and be ourselves.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Nomthi, and you look beautiful again. Happy Women's Day again. Well, there we have it, Braden. It is a happy Women's Day indeed here, with one of the first, I think it's the first here in South Africa ever, women's only pop-up club. And I must tell you, Braden, it is none other than anything I've ever seen in my life. And it is really beautiful indeed. Women are just enjoying themselves, taking up.
Apologies for that. We lost that connection as Theo Mashele was wrapping up there at that Soweto venue, women's only. And as you could see, some of the visuals looking very exquisite there. All the ladies, many of them dressed in pink.